Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night for some of you, depending on where you are. My name is Chidi, reaching you from the coal city state of Enugu. Just trying to give you updates on the governorship race so far. Rita Udozi, thanks for coming on board. Uchenna Obunna. Guys, please do me a favor and just share this video. Invite your friends, invite our supporters, invite our members so they can get an update on what is going on so far. Just keep sharing the video. Invite people, just share the video. Tosun Iredo Obianuji Stella, thanks for watching. Let's just keep sharing the video. Let's give 5 minutes. Let's give like 5 minutes to have more people come on. But today I'm going to give you updates on the campaign so far. It's been interesting to say the least. Yes, Nwanne Okengu, thank you so much. Nwanne, please help me share and invite our people in Abuja. I'm going to be with you very soon. Yeah, I'm coming to Abuja in a couple of days, and I'm going to meet with our friends there in Abuja. So, for some time now, we've been doing grassroots mobilization. You quickly find out that besides all the campaign online, besides all the complaining and all the much activity on Facebook, on Twitter and Instagram, that actually when you get on ground, you begin to get a first-hand assessment of the situation. And I'm glad to report to you that our inquest into the grassroots of Enugu State has yielded a lot of positive results. Thank you, my senior brother Osita Cyril Mwibe. Thank you for coming on. Yeah, you realize that you got to go to the grassroots and talk to people. And going to the grassroots and talking to people, one thing it has done to me is that it has really humbled me. You know, it has made me realize that what we are faced with is actually humongous. It has made me realize that it's bigger than what you thought. You realize that as soon as you move out just a little kilometer away from the city center, it looks like there is absolutely no presence of government. You come to realize that you thought people were suffering, but no, they are not suffering. They are actually just existing. In 2018, what conditions you find people in just away from the city center is not even, it's unimaginable. When you go to the villages, you don't even see anybody. Villages are like ghost cities now. People have run away because there's absolutely nothing for them in the villages. There's no presence of government. I don't care what anybody thinks. These people are forgotten. You still have people suffering from malnutrition in 2018 in Nigeria. It is unbearable. You know, I used to think, oh, you know, we are coming here, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And people ask me about my manifesto. Let me tell you, it is more than all of that paperwork, honestly. It is more than all that rhetoric online, okay? The hands-on situation is it brings, you know how many times I've cried tears just going to relate with the people, you know, in the villages and the people in the countryside. All I can tell you is that we are going to have to do more work than we are already anticipating to do. I think that those of us who are privileged to be the elites, those of us who have access to modern things like internet, like pipe-borne water, like electricity, we are not doing enough. Those of us who have jobs, we are not doing enough. If you see the volume of young people without work. Yesterday, I went to shop at Roban supermarket, Independence Layout, Enugu. Just the one by New Haven Junction and Bucketing Drive. I saw a woman there. She was carrying a baby and she was begging. And this woman is a graduate of economics from the University of Nigeria and Soccer. We're not talking about beggars are no longer like people who didn't go to school. Beggars are graduates who finished from school. They don't know what else to do. It is terrible. The other day, I was passing along this estate by the new artisan, and I saw this guy roasting borne, plantain, and yams, and this guy is a graduate of the University of Imo State University. He lives in Enugu. A graduate. I will show you when I get out. This morning, I'm still in my hotel room, but I'll show you when I get out where people come out to look for jobs. They call it the labor market. That's the real labor market. I will show you people out there who are graduates. It's terrible, oh, it is terrible. And I don't understand, with all of these things I have seen, why it is still a mystery to people that someone like me is running for governorship. I don't get it. And let me tell you, it's not just me. This impression that there are no other people running for governorship in Enugu State, it is very wrong. There are some other young people that I've met in this period from other political parties who are also running for the governorship of Enugu State. What they are doing is that they are challenging the status quo. They are saying that they realize that a lot more can be done for Enugu State, and that is encouraging. And people who keep creating the impression that it is wrong to be campaigning for the governorship of Enugu State right now, these people are deceiving you. These people are just foot soldiers for some politicians. The reality on the ground is that it is necessary that we challenge the system. It is necessary that we offer better ways of doing things. There is mass unemployment in Enugu State. I'm telling you. And people shouldn't just see that I'm fighting the governor of the state. This is beyond Buruburu. This is not about Buruburu himself. This is about the life, the survival of Enugu State. I'm telling you, this is about the political system that is existing that is not able to allow certain things to come to place. I'm telling you, sometimes when we must criticize, we must challenge the system and the incumbent. It is our duty to hold them accountable. But sometimes you see that the system from where they operate will not even allow them to do certain things they want to do. That is why there is need for the introduction of a new political party. That is why I am very convinced more than before that having a party like the African Action Congress come to life at this period is the best thing that can happen to Nigeria. But the problem is that there is complacency amongst young people. There is complacency amongst professionals. There is this laid-back attitude amongst the people who who should be leading the charge for the call for a new government, for the call for a new system of doing things. These people are not doing anything. They're just sitting down and watching. They're just not talking. They're not doing anything. And people say, oh, you know, there's relative peace in Enugu State. I agree there's relative peace in Enugu State. But the reason why there's relative peace in Enugu State is because people are just like docile. People just are docile. Okay? Things are not working. You don't have a job. You don't have money in your pocket. The services that you expect are not provided, and you're not saying anything. Of course, that's why everywhere is calm. Because if you ask questions, there'll be some agitation when you try to hold people responsible for certain things, like some public office holders. If you hold them accountable, if you write a process, if you write a protest letter against them, they're going to fight back. And that process of fighting back, the news is going to carry that exchange, and then the government is going to try to do something. They will try to antagonize the person. Then maybe the labor union will try to defend the person, and there will be some form of activity, and the outcome of that will be improvement in the services that you expect the government to provide for you. But when people just sit back and accept their situation, that is what is termed relative peace in the state. How can we be talking about relative peace when people are hungry? I don't know any other way to quote it. I don't know any other way to put it. People are hungry. Every time I step out to talk to people, all they want is for me to give them money. Just money. Money is the first thing that people in this country. It's not just about Enugu State. Everywhere, there is absolutely, it is crazy. People don't have money. People that are sick don't have access to good health care. I have been to hospitals in Enugu State. It is the same story. I know what is happening in Enugu State is a miniature, it's a microcosm of what is happening with the, like I was saying, you know, the network is bad. What is happening in Enugu State is just is a little percentage, or is a reflection of what is happening with the whole country. The whole country is in a mess. It is anybody who is supporting Buhari they have something wrong with their head. I don't have any problem with you if you are in APC, if you are in PDP, but let us face facts. You cannot be campaigning for Buhari to come back. That is craziness, honestly. You cannot be doing that. What we should be doing is telling ourselves the truth. The system we have at hand at the federal level and by extension the state level cannot take us to anywhere. I am appealing to you to please begin to just give a little ear to what is happening in our state, in our country. And this appeal goes to people, like I said before, who have certain privileges, who enjoy access to certain things that other people don't have access to. Those of us in diaspora, you need to do more. You need to listen to your people more. You need to advise your people more. You need to get involved in the politics of the day. If you don't get involved, I'm telling you, people are suffering now. They will continue to suffer. It will get worse and worse and worse. We are campaigning to people in the grassroots. We are talking about what we're going to do. We are talking about our plans. But that's not what I'm here telling you this morning. I'm here telling you the basic things that I have discovered. I'm here telling you that the issue here is worse than you think. And I don't want anybody to begin to argue with me and say, oh, the governor is doing this or is not doing that. People are hungry. The amount of people begging in the street, it's not just people taking their money and just standing around and begging with a plate or with a cup. That's not what we are talking about. We're talking about even people dressed fine, but they are still begging. We're talking about people coming up with all kinds of strategies and proposals just because they're trying to get money off you. And this is caused by the level of hopelessness, by the level of lack of work, by the level of just things not working out well for them in the society. So please, 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 that's the update I have for you. If you didn't hear anything else, just know that I need you to get more involved in what is happening with the politics of Enugu State. Now, I don't want you people, a lot of you have expressed fear and concern. You always say, oh, Chidi, be careful. Oh, Chidi, be careful. This, that. You know, these politicians are dangerous. These politicians. So, you know what I'm going to tell you concerning that. I am being as careful as I can. Of course, you need to be smart. You need to take your security and your safety seriously. But when you keep talking like that, you actually paint some people in a bad light. Let me tell you something. This political race, for me, is not a do or die affair. Okay? And when you keep saying, oh, no, be careful, these people can kill you, you actually make the governor look like he's a killer. And I don't think the governor is like that, really. I think I am better than the governor. I think I'll make a better governor of Enugu State if I'm voted into power. But I want us to stop creating this impression that the governor, he doesn't have thugs, he doesn't have hired killers running around trying to kill people. That's not what it's all about. He's doing the best he can. I just think that I am better. The party in the state, they have the structure, they have the finances, they don't want to be voted out of power, but we still think that we are better than them. We still think that we have better policies. We still think that we are more in tune with technology, with 2018 compliant techniques of we will do better. And that's what we are doing. We are asking for people to vote for us. We're asking for people to give us an opportunity to show how to do things better. But I want to dispel this fear that people have, because what it's doing is that it's making a lot of people not to get involved in politics. I know a lot of my friends, I know a lot of seasoned individuals, professionals, smart young people in Enugu State who don't want to get into politics. I know a lot of people who are afraid to get into politics because of this presumed fear of the unknown. But I think that is not good. That I must give to the governor of Enugu State. There is no situation of thuggery. I don't see people being picked up and maltreated or beaten up. No, that's not the situation here. The atmosphere allows for people to go about and carry on with their political activities. So I'm encouraging everybody who is a young person, who is vibrant, who still has the energy to be part of the politics of Enugu State. Express yourself, air your opinion, get involved, and let us bring about the needed change in Enugu State. We in the AAC, we are contributing our quota, we are participating in the politics of the state, and we are not stopping. We just held our meeting yesterday. We're going to be having our state congress on the 24th of this month, and we're just going on. After that, we're going to have a national congress, and there are some other people who are engaged in political activity in Enugu State. So there is work to be done. There is room for everybody to participate in the politics of Enugu State, and I don't see why people should shy away from it. Finally, let me bring to our notice that politics in Nigeria, and the Enugu State in particular, demands a lot of money. A lot of money. There is nothing you do. We're not talking about bribing people. We're not talking about sharing money to people. That is one thing that we don't do in our party. We don't share money. We don't believe in money-back politics. We don't have godfathers. But then as long as you're participating in politics here, there is money involved. There is money for logistics. We need to buy vehicles. We need to brand them. We need to put billboards. We need to pay for adverts on radio. One slot sometimes of an interview sometimes costs 250,000 naira. Yes, a billboard, a sizable billboard, not even the very mighty one, is about 500,000 naira. Okay, every time you're going to organize something, just a little meeting, it costs a lot of money. People, if you want people to come from the states, from local government, from the wards, it costs a lot of money. And all of these things are what need people to come to our aid. Because our party is people-oriented, because our party is funded by ordinary people, we're asking you to come to our aid and help us to be able to deliver our message the way we're supposed to do that. We ask you to go to our party and donate to us. Yeah, there's network wahala. What can we do? That's what we are fighting to change. Enugu, yeah, the network is really bad. And what can you do? What can you do? This is just a tiny bit of all the things that we're hoping to change when we come to power. We not just when we come to power, we've been doing a lot of studies. We know how network can be improved in Nigeria. For instance, they have all these cables that they've already been laid. If you guys remember, they have what do they call this cable? I forgot. Optical fiber. Optical fiber cables have been laid all over the country, all over Nigeria, and this is not being used. I don't know why, but these are the things that can be done. You can actually bring private companies to come and provide internet service in a state, and people would have strong signal. But you know what? There's just so many of them, so many things that can be done. So please visit the African Action Congress website. It's www.aacparty.org or www.aacparty.com. Visit us there, donate to the party, and then the party can help the states with their campaign. You can also reach me privately and I can tell you how to contribute money to the AAC party in Enugu State. And also for my governorship campaign, you can also donate to my governorship campaign and help me with the expenses that we incur every day trying to keep this vision alive. I and my campaign team, we have a GoFundMe account. On our GoFundMe account, you will also find a direct bank account that you can deposit money in if you don't want to be publicly seen as contributing money to politics. Keep praying for me, keep praying for all of us. We need a lot of your prayers because yes, politics, there are so many things that go on in politics. Everybody out there don't have the same motive as you have, and so we need a lot of prayers as we navigate these crazy waters of politics. I'll be in Port Harcourt, I'll be in Lagos, I'll be in Abuja. Some people are organizing a private fundraising dinner for me to help raise funds for my campaign. Those of you who are doing that, I want to appreciate you. And if you want to be part of this fundraising dinner, it's not really public, it's just for those who are interested. Please inbox me if you're living in any of these cities, Port Harcourt, Lagos, and Abuja, and let me tell you how you can be part of the organizers and how you can contribute to my governorship campaign. We're also going to have this fundraising dinners in Toronto, in New York, in Washington. And so if you want to be part of this, or if you want me to come to your city, if you have old school mates, if you have friends from the university, from secondary school, from the same states, from networks, from church, from anywhere, and you guys want me to come and tell you what our plans are for Enugu State, I can always come and we sit down together and we brainstorm. That's what we're doing. We're going around and we're reaching out to people who are indigenous of Enugu State. We're reaching out to people who have lived in Enugu State. It doesn't matter if you're an indigenous or not, but you know that Enugu State contributed to what you are today. We're reaching out to you and we're saying, don't give up on Enugu State. Help us to be able to actualize the different plans that we have. We have our plans listed under our MEGAVISION, and these are so many things that we plan to do for Enugu State. The multiplication of food production, the enhancement of the economy of Enugu State with the mega market, at 9th Mile, the greater Enugu Health Insurance Scheme, and the advanced infrastructure. These are just a summary of our manifesto for Enugu State. They are expanded into so many other things that we're going to do. This has been researched. We know it is possible. We already talked with some companies, we've talked with professionals, and we know this is very, very possible. But we need your help, we need your assistance. I'm going to post a link after this video, how you can contribute to our GoFundMe and how you can also contribute to our account. Please keep praying for me, like I said before. And from Enugu State, the core city, state of Nigeria, my name is Chidi, Cadet Nwanyanwu, and I'm the next governor of Enugu State. I am campaigning and vying for this governorship race under the AAC, the African